Good morning, children. Today we will be discussing the last property possessed by rational numbers as distributive property of multiplication over addition of rational numbers. That means if you have three rational numbers as minus 2 by 3, 1 by 4 and 5 by 6, we are checking whether the property of multiplication over addition of rational numbers. That means the questions like minus 2 by 3 into 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6. That is, there is addition of rational numbers and the multiplication over addition. The first method of calculation is minus 2 by 3 into LCM of 4 and 6. LCM of 4 and 6 is 2 2s are 4 3s are 12. That means LCM is 12 into 3 and into 2 into 2. That means 3 plus 10 or minus 2 by 3 into 13 by 12. 2 and 12 gets cancelled and the answer is minus 13 by 18. We are checking whether a distributive law, that is minus 2 by 3 we are going to distribute to 1 by 4 as well as with 5 by 6. Minus 2 by 3 into 1 by 4 plus 5 by 6 can be distributed as minus 2 by 3 into 1 by 4 plus the sign here is addition minus 2 by 3 into 5 by 6. Minus 2 and 4 can be cancelled as 2. 2 and 6 can be cancelled as 3. Or minus 1 by 6 plus minus 5 by 9. LCM of 6 and 9. It is 3, 2, 3, 3 2s are 6, 6 3s are 18 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 2 or answer is minus 3 plus 10 which is equal to minus 3 plus minus 10 which is equal to minus 13 by 18. So we can very well understand that the distributive property of multiplication over addition of rational numbers are satisfied. Now let us write all the properties with the general form, or let me explain as a revision all the properties with the general numbers of A and B. Let us denote the numbers whichever system it belongs to as A, B, C. That is, A, B, C are the numbers. When we are considering whole numbers, they will be whole numbers. When they are natural numbers, it will be natural numbers, integers or rational numbers. That means in general, let A, B, C represents the number in any set of numbers under consideration, whichever be the set of numbers you are considering. And now the first property was closure property, and how to verify this property is let A and B be the set of natural numbers. Under operation of addition, if you are getting an answer as A plus B is also a natural number, then you can say that natural numbers are closed under addition or addition is satisfied by natural numbers. That is the meaning of closure property. The second property is called commutative property. Again, commutative property is for two numbers A and B. the same logical reasoning as for the particular set of numbers, for the particular operation, if the interchange of the numbers gives you the same answer, you can say that the numbers are following commutative property. That is, again for an example, let A and B represents two rational numbers. Under multiplication, if A into B product and B into A product are equal, you can say that rational numbers follow commutative property under multiplication, or multiplication is commutative for rational numbers. Similarly, for associative property, it should be three numbers. These three numbers can be operated in as many number of combinations under the particular addition or subtraction or multiplication or division. In any pattern for any set of numbers, if the answer remains the same, you can say that the set of numbers follow associative property. That is, if A, B, C are three numbers, if A, B and C are three integers, let's take the example of integers. If under the operation of addition, if you can prove that A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C and A plus C plus B, in any order if you add, if the sum remains the same, we can say that integers follow associative property under addition. Another example of distributive law is, the distributive law just now did it, A into B plus C. For rational numbers, the distributive law is satisfied, which means that if A, B, C are rational numbers, then A into B plus C will always be equal to A into B plus A into C also. Then the role of 0 as additive identity, which means that if 0 is added to any set of numbers, the final sum will be the same number itself. Role of 1 as multiplicative identity. That is, when 1 is multiplied with any set of numbers, then the resulting product is the number itself. What is the negative of a number called? Negative of a number is termed as additive inverse. And why is it that the negative is called as an additive inverse? Is when you add a number and its inverse, the answer is the additive identity 0. Same way, what is the meaning of reciprocal? Is the multiplicative inverse. And why is reciprocal called the multiplicative inverse? Is when you multiply a number and its reciprocal, it will turn into the multiplicative identity. These are the important properties you must understand in the first part of the lesson, because whenever questions related to rational numbers, you can use any properties which gives you an easy method of calculation. Exercise 1.1, the first question, using properties find. That means no need of separate cancellation. There are three terms separated by, this is the first term, second term and third term. They are separated by addition and subtraction. Now, if you have a close look, you can see that this term and this term have a common rational number 3 by 5. So, we can bring them together and reduce the step. First arrangement is minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5. You are just bringing that number close by, or it is like arrangement and plus 5 by 2 is towards the right. Now, as per the distributive law, 3 by 5 you can see as common. 3 by 5, if you take it, even if you put this multiplication symbol, this bracket itself satisfies the need of a multiplication. So there is no need of a separate symbol here. Even if you put, it is not wrong. With the sign minus 2 by 3, and now when you took out positive 3 by 5 here, this negative sign will be grouped with 1 by 6, because multiplication with negative with positive is a negative number. You have taken positive 3 by 5, which shows that this 1 by 6 will have that sign here, plus 5 by 2. You can get an answer for the brackets. 3 by 5 into the LCM is 6. 3 and 6 LCM no need to calculate, because 6 is a multiple of 3. Whenever a multiple, the bigger number will be the LCM. 3 and 6 LCM will be 6. 2 and 4 LCM will be 4. 2 and 8 LCM will be 8. So, into 2 is minus 4. Into 1 is minus 1 plus 5 by 2. 3 by 5 into, now you can remove the bracket. What is addition of integers? Here minus 4 minus 1. That means minus 4 and minus 1 need to be added, or the subtraction is the inverse of addition. So what is minus 4 plus minus 1? Minus 5 by 6 plus 5 by 2. You can simplify as 3 and 2, 5 and minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2, LCM is 2, minus 1 plus 5 by 2, 4 by 2, which is equal to 2. That is, instead of separately simplifying and then taking the LCM, you are using the distributive law to get the answer. The second question, 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 plus 1 by 14 into 2 by 5. As I am telling you, pick out the terms where you have common numbers. So 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7. Here you have plus 1 by 14 into 2 by 5 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2. This can be like commutative property. You are rearranging the terms. 2 by 5 is a common rational number. Minus 3 by 7 plus, what will be the sign? You can just bring it here. 1 by 14 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2. You have to get an answer in the bracket. 7 and 14, as I am telling you again, 14 is a multiple of 7. LCM is 14. Into 2 is minus 6 plus into 1 is plus 1 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2. Finally, 2 by 5 into, what is minus 6 plus 1? Minus 5 by 14 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2. You can separately cancel as 2 and as 7, 5 and minus 5, that is minus 1 by 7 minus 2 and 2 is 4, that is minus 1 by 4. Again 4 and 7 LCM is 28 because there is no common. Into 4 into 4 into 7 is minus 4 minus 7 by 28. Again, subtraction of integers will be adding with the inverse operation, or minus 4 plus minus 7, minus 4 plus minus 7 by 28, addition of integers. Integers of same sign, you will add and allot the common sign. It is minus 11 by 28. That is the final answer. Question number 2. Before question number 2, let me explain a very important property of rational number is every rational number should always be in the standard form, or when any rational number is given to you, you must express it in the standard form. That means when any rational number with a negative denominator, it should be always in the numerator, as well as the rational number always should be in the simplified form. So whenever a rational number is given to you without these properties, before applying the answer, the question itself you rearrange so that you will not make a mistake. Write the additive inverse of the following numbers. You know, additive inverse means it is negative of a number. Additive inverse means you have to write the negative. The first question is positive 2 by 8. What is the inverse of 2 by 8 is positive 2 by positive 8, or it's the same as minus 2 by 8. The next question is minus 5 by 9. The inverse of minus 5 by 9 is positive 5 by 9. Third one, minus 6 by minus 5. The third question is minus 6 by minus 5. Do you think that this rational number is in the standard form? No, because it is not a simplified version. Minus 6 by minus 5 is already positive 6 by 5, and what is the inverse of positive 6 by 5 is negative 6 by 5, because if you feel like changing both the negative into positive, you will get an answer as positive 6 by 5. No. That is why minus 6 by minus 5, make it into the standard form as the rational number 6 by 5. What is the inverse of positive 6 by 5? Negative 6 by 5. It's a very important question. 2 by minus 9. 2 by minus 9. Whenever the denominator is having a negative sign, the original representation is minus 2 by 9. Only the negative is taken up, and the inverse is positive 2 by 9. So questions of this type, please be careful. Question number 3 is verify that minus of minus x is equal to x for x is equal to 11 by 15. Second question, x is equal to minus 13 by 17. Before doing question number 3, let me explain the worked out example so that you can try the exercise question on your own. I will show a general method of proceeding such type of questions because verify clearly means that the result is true. You have to prove or you have to present the answer in such a way that the answer should be true. Any of these problems, x is equal to 13 by 17, therefore immediately you write what is minus x as minus 13 by 17. Just change the sign. Similarly here also, if x value is given as minus 21 by 31, minus x is given as positive 21 by 31. Now, why do we write minus x is, that is the inverse of the positive x. Therefore, additive inverse of 13 by 17 is equal to minus 13 by 17. That is, what is the purpose of additive inverse? Additive inverse, when you add with a number, the answer is 0. That is, 13 by 17 plus minus 13 by 17 is equal to 0. This equality has one more explanation. What is it? You now said minus 13 by 17 is the additive inverse of 13 by 17. Or in an opposite way, 13 by 17 is also additive inverse of minus 13 by 17. So you can write it as, this also means that 13 by 17 is the, or this also means that additive inverse of minus 13 by 17 is equal to positive 13 by 17. Additive inverse means the negative of whatever be the number you are taking. The meaning is negative number. Your minus 13 by 17 is minus x. Just to replace, and your 13 by 17 is x, and hence it is verified. Similarly, x is equal to minus 21 by 31. Therefore, minus x is equal to positive 21 by 31. You can start with the given condition. The additive inverse of minus 21 by 31 is equal to positive 21 by 31. Why? Because minus 21 by 31 plus 21 by 31 is 0. It has one more meaning. How do you write? This equality also means that, here you have written additive inverse of minus 21 by 31. That additive inverse of positive 21 by 31 is negative 21 by 31. The concept of additive inverse is minus of positive 21 by 31 is your negative x, and minus 21 by 31 is your positive x. That is, minus of minus x is equal to positive x. Now with the same way you can proceed with question number 3. The first one, x value is 11 by 15. You can proceed as x is equal to 11 by 15. Therefore, minus x is equal to minus 11 by 15. You can start with the concept of additive inverse. The additive inverse of positive 11 by 15 is minus 11 by 15. That is, 11 by 15 plus minus 11 by 15 is equal to 0. That is the meaning of this sentence. And it has one more meaning. The equality shows that additive inverse of, here you have taken positive, minus 11 by 15 is positive 11 by 15. Give the corresponding. Additive inverse represents minus. Minus 11 by 15 represents minus x. And positive 11 by 15 represents positive x. The next question, a similar pattern of minus 13 by x is equal to minus 13 by 17. How do you proceed? Minus x. Therefore, minus x is equal to positive 13 by 17. The additive inverse of minus 13 by 17, that is as in the question, is positive 13 by 17, which means that minus 13 by 17 plus 13 by 17 equal to 0. This equation says that additive inverse of minus 13 by 17 is positive. Also, this equality also shows that, what is the same meaning? The additive inverse of, here you have taken negative, so you take it as positive 13 by 17 is negative 13 by 17. Express it as minus of, additive inverse means minus of, positive 13 by 17 you have taken as minus x, and negative 13 by 17 is x. Thus, the verification is done in this manner. The rule is already a true result. The presentation of the answer has to be properly done. Then only you will get full marks. Question number 4. Find the multiplicative inverse. The multiplicative inverse means a reciprocal. Only the numerator and denominator number changes. There is no change for the sign. Sign will not be disturbed. But make sure that the rational number should be always in the standard form. Minus 13 is the same as minus 13 by 1, and the reciprocal is minus 1 by 13. Sign should be always retained on the numerator. Minus 13 by 19, the reciprocal is minus 19 by 13. Negative should be always in the numerator. 1 by 5, the reciprocal will be 5 by 1. Here, simplify, and then what is minus 5 by 8 into minus 3 by 7 is, you cannot simplify it. The answer is, it is 15 by 56 positive. So, it is 56 by 15. Sign, you cannot change it. Leave the same sign as it is. Minus 1 into minus 2 by 5 is positive 2 by 5. Therefore, the reciprocal is 5 by 2. Then, minus 1, it is 1 by minus 1, or again minus 1 by 1, 1 by minus 1, or it is the same as minus 1 itself. Questions 5 and 7 in the textbook is to identify the properties. Just to identify the properties, listen to the earlier part of the video and do it. Number 6, multiply 6 by 13 by the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. You know, the word multiplication is for product. Reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. So, reciprocal of minus 7 by 16 is minus 16 by 7. Now, multiply 6 by 13. That is 6 by 13 into minus 16 by 7. And you can see that no factors are getting cancelled. 16 into 6, 36, 3, 96, minus 96 by 13 into 7, 91. You can divide and get it as minus 1 and 5 by 91. You can divide it as 96 divided by 91 one time. Minus 1 and 5 by 91. Whenever you have the rational numbers in the improper state, you should express it as a mixed number. Now, is 8 by 9 the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 and 1 by 8? Actually, it doesn't need a workout because multiplicative inverse, as I have mentioned, the sign is not affected. That means the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 and 1 by 8 will have a negative sign. Here, since the negative sign is not there, definitely you can write it as no. Why? Because minus 1 and 1 by 8 is the same as 8 plus 1, 9 by 8 is minus 9 by 8. Then the multiplicative inverse is 8 minus 8 by 9. It is not positive 8 by 9, it is negative 8 by 9. Next is 0.3, the multiplicative inverse of 3 and 1 by 3. 3 and 1 by 3 is the same as 3 into 3 plus 1 by 3, 10 by 3. The multiplicative inverse is 3 by 10. How do you express it as a decimal? Is 3, and since there is only one place, you will remove the decimal 0.3. So the answer is yes. Now the last two questions again. Number 10. Write the rational number that do not have a reciprocal. A rational number. 0 is a rational number. 0 is a rational number because 0 can be written as 0 by 1. What is its reciprocal? The reciprocal is 1 by 0 is not defined. Therefore, the rational number that does not have a reciprocal is 0. The first one's answer is 0. The rational number that are equal to their reciprocals. There are two rational numbers because the reciprocal of positive 1 is 1 by 1 and the reciprocal of negative 1 is also minus 1 by 1 is 1 by minus 1, again negative 1. Thus, the two rational numbers which are equal to their reciprocals are positive 1 and negative 1. The rational number that is equal to its negative. Equal to its negative. That means a rational number is 0. Negative of 0, there is no concept, but still no other number exists other than 0 whose number and negative number exists. So for the time being we can accept it as 0 because minus 0 means it's the same logic as 0. Fill in the blanks. 0 has dash reciprocal. 0 has no reciprocal. The numbers 1 and minus 1, the same questions are repeating. 1 and minus 1 have the same reciprocals. The reciprocal of minus 5 is minus 1 by 5. The reciprocal of 1 by x, you can see the condition x not equal to 0 because division by 0 is not defined. Reciprocal of 1 by x is x, and the product of two rational numbers is always a rational number. The reciprocal of a positive rational number is always positive. Reciprocal, the signs are not affected by reciprocals. Signs are affected only by the additive inverse.